Hey there, everyone. This is Dawn Del Vecchio, and I'm coming to you today with an Ascension update. I have some reflections that I want to share with you that I'm hoping and trusting will serve you at this time. So I'm going to start with the big overview, just a couple few touch points to just get everyone on the same page, so to speak, and then dive into the energies of ascension that I'm reading in the field, seeing with clients and friends, etc. And then I would love to hear from you if you are feeling any of these energies, sensing this, being aware of this yourself. Okay, so here we go. For those of us who consider ourselves to be light workers, star seeds, priestesses, those who are in service to the organic ascension of Earth, those who are working on healing, clearing old miasms of 3D, wanting to be in a consciousness that's based on the frequency of love or higher. Many of us have gone through a lot in our lifetimes already, clearing old stuff, old incarnational stuff, dealing with sometimes empath narcissist relationships, going through experiences that brought us into deeper self-awareness. And maybe even brought us into devotion to Mother Earth, devotion to the divine, devotion to our own healing, devotion to humanity, etc. So at this point, many of us felt in some way, shape, or form years ago, I'm here for a reason, something's going to be happening, changes are going to happen, I came for this. And maybe it wasn't clear what it was, or maybe you knew about, December 21st, 2012, or maybe you were starting to come on to the scene way back during the harmonic convergence, or maybe you're new to this. Doesn't matter. We are at a point right now where we as a planetary family, and by planetary family I mean Gaia, I mean humans, I mean plants, I mean animals, I mean the interdimensional realms, I mean the whole thing. Here we are in a solar system with Father Sun, Solaris, and all the other planets. We're moving through the photon belt. The electromagnetic shield of Earth is lowering. Many would say that at a sort of cosmic, galactic level, the quarantine of Earth, because we were such warring, violent, dangerous beings, the quarantine has been removed so that we have more access to galactic family. Our empathic skills, our psychic skills, our multidimensional gifts are coming online. There's more of an awareness of the divinity that we are. So all of that's happening. And now this year, we've had a tremendous amount of light pouring in. All of the solar activations from Father Sun, all of the electromagnetic storms, etc. And so we are in what I've been calling, and not just me, Ascension Acceleration. There's been an acceleration this year of sort of almost back-to-back invitations for clearing, invitations for awakening further, invitations for healing, invitations for ascending at an accelerated rate. Okay. Hopefully you're all tracking with me so far. So that's going on. And now what I am sharing with sister friends and my husband, and noticing in the field, even sharing with my son, is that there is the word that I keep using or coming to is dislodging. A dislodging of deeply buried, stuck old bits of miasm, gunk, belief systems, energetics that were lodged sometimes in our body. That phrase, the issue is in the tissues. Places where we have held in our body-mind vehicles, so it doesn't have to be physical, body-mind vehicles, energy bodies. So it could be this incarnation, others as well. Old, stagnant energetics, beliefs, associations, memories that need to be released, that need to be dislodged and just released, let go of. Now, for those of us who have done our share of shadow work, we've looked at our dysfunction, maybe we've dealt with addictions, empath narcissist relationships, low self-esteem, foot shooting behavior, whatever it is, family dysfunction, trauma, early childhood trauma, other incarnational trauma, patterns in our behaviors that keep us from actualizing ourselves, whatever it is. Those of us who have done a fair amount of shadow work, it's not that we're done per se necessarily. It's not about being above anyone else. But for those of us who feel like, yeah, I'm not new to this shadow work. I've become pretty self-aware. I do my work when it comes up. Sometimes I resist it. Sometimes things go through, I'm going through deep struggle. But hey, I don't just like blame the rest of the world and go on barreling through life ignoring what's inside of me. We are now having these opportunities to allow things to dislodge, to maybe witness them, hold space for them. Oh, wow, look at that feeling that I have. Look at, oh, how painful it is to become aware of that belief I have about myself. Oh, yikes, wow, I've been in this pattern at work or relationship or whatever. Ooh, hold it, countenance it, love it, have compassion for ourselves, and then let it go. So rather than going, wow, I'm going to go into deep psychotherapy and process this particular thing, it's like, I've worked on this. I've worked on myself. I don't need to spend the next 6 months processing this. I need to allow it to dislodge and to release. Because there is an acceleration and a streamline, as one of my sister friends said, a therapist says, streamlining. We are streamlining our Ascension Acceleration now. So that doesn't mean that if something really big comes up, you don't work with it. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying spiritual bypass. I'm saying there's a streamline energetic happening where we witness a layer of something we've already worked on at some other time or have been working on for years. And instead of going, oh my God, I've gotten nowhere, I got to go back to therapy, oh crap, this is just, look, another layer has come up. How much love, compassion, and mercy can I offer for myself and for that aspect of myself that is now dislodged and is ready to be released? And then release it with love. Streamline. Because it's nice to be able to do that because you have done work, so you don't have to keep beating yourself over the back, I'm not enough yet, I still have more work to do. That's part of it, but the other part of it has to do with us holding the field, which I've also been sharing a lot of messages about for quite some time. And part of what I see as the role of the priestess during an ascension cycle is in part, no matter what our jobs, avocations, or service or gifts or skills are, is to hold a field of light for the ascension of humanity, for our sisters and brothers who are not yet able or ready to do this work. So, hope you're still tracking with me. As we keep moving through this ascension acceleration, intensities astrologically, intensities politically, intensities planetarily, environmentally with the elementals, etc., let us remember that we have many sisters and brothers on this earth who are not internally resourced nor self-aware. This is not a judgment against them. Hey, I've been there too. We've all been there, but for the grace of the divine go we. We are all in different places on our soul's evolutionary journey. So this is not a judgment. What this is a recognition that the amount of light pouring in is enough. It's overwhelming for many who have done a lot of work, who know how to stand in their power, who know how to set boundaries, who know how to love themselves, who know how to do forgiveness. It is probably deeply challenging for those who are kind of up to here with their own shadow, unprocessed wounding, trauma, shadow, judgment, attack, belief in separation, must take one side, must be polarized, got to identify with my ego and define myself based on egoic identity markers. Then all this light pours in that shows what baloney that is at the spiritual level. And that is completely destabilizing to the psyche, completely hard on the body, and can be very much a trigger for dissociation, psychosis, deep distress, depression, fill in the blank. I'm not a therapist, I'm not a doctor, I'm not making a diagnosis here. I'm sharing some broad stroke concepts for us. So our invitation and opportunity here during this Ascension Acceleration is to Allow the dislodging of any other shadow material, gunk, whatever, to arise, to witness and countenance it, to have mercy and compassion for ourselves, and to allow it to release. You'll know if this is stuff that you need to go to therapy about because it's brand new and it's terribly shocking. You'll know. But if stuff comes up, you don't have to process cheese around it. Okay? You can, if you know what this is about, you know it's what it's related to. I am dislodging something that needs to be released. Let me not identify with it so that it hooks me back in and pulls me back down. Instead, let me go, yes, I witnessed that. I love that up. Hey, I've been in the human condition. I'm allowing that to let go now because I have a higher order I'm being called to now, which is to hold the field of light for myself, for my loved ones, and for all of life as we go through this ascension acceleration that is quite intense and will be quite more difficult for some than others. So that's my ascension update to share with you for today. I hope that this serves you. I hope that this offers perhaps an insight to something you're dealing with right now that's challenging, that's maybe where you are getting hooked into identifying with old stories and old stuff. It's time to set ourselves free, sisters and brothers. It's time to rise ourselves up in the light of love. We are the divine children of the One, having a temporary experience of separation and rising up out of that dream spell in order to be the love and the light we truly are. So let yourself off the hook, have mercy, compassion, and patience for yourself, and allow yourself to receive the grace of the divine blessing you at this time. Whatever it is you're going through in this sort of 3D moving ascension realm. I would love to hear from you. Please share your reflections in the link below. If you find value in this, I'd appreciate a thumbs up, and I would love it if you subscribe to my channel. Either way, though, sending you so much love, so much light, so many blessings during this time, that you be the love and the light that you are. You are worthy, you are blessed, you are beautiful, and you are loved. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being here. Mwah. Much love.